Hello, my name is Abby with Tuxedo Bird Creations. Thank you for joining me today and welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to do the crossed cable stitch. Before we begin, if you like my tutorials, please subscribe to my channel, and if you would like to be notified of new patterns and stitch tutorials on my website, feel free to subscribe to my newsletter at tuxedobirdcreations.com, where you can find all of my patterns as well as my stitch library that is growing weekly with a new stitch added every Tuesday on Stitch Tutorial Tuesday. We have a lovely crossed cable stitch today. It's a little holey. It looks very neat with the clean lines. It would be perfect for something like a washcloth, a placemat, or a table runner. So for this stitch, we're going to start with multiples of 4 plus 3 at the end. So for this tutorial, I will be chaining a total of 19, so that's 16 plus 3. So go ahead and chain as many as you would like and meet me back once you're done. I have my chain of 19 now, so to begin row 1, we're going to be single crocheting into the second chain from the hook. So the loop on your hook does not count as a chain, so we're skipping this first one and going right into the second one here. And we're going to single crochet right into that first chain and then into every chain down the line until you get to the end. So go ahead and single crochet for the entire row and meet me back once you're done with row 1. Row 1 is complete with our first row of single crochets. So to move on to row 2, we're going to be chaining 3 and turning our work. We're skipping this first stitch here, and we're also skipping the second stitch. So the next 3 stitches are going to be double crochets, 1 double crochet into each stitch. So skipping the first one here, skipping the second one, and double crocheting into that third stitch. From here, we're going back to that second skip stitch we have, and we're going to be double crocheting into that stitch. So we have our 3 double crochets, we're going across the front of them and double crocheting into that skip stitch. So we're going to yarn over and then insert from the front into that skip stitch, yarn over and bring up a loop. You can kind of pull it so that it's kind of the same height as the 3 double crochets, so it's not too tight. And then yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. And that's going to create that cross double. So we're going to repeat that. So we're skipping the next stitch and double crocheting into the next 3. So we're going to double crochet into this one, the next one, and the next one. And then we're going back to that skip stitch and we're going to double crochet across the front of the 3 double crochets we just did. So yarn over, insert into that skip stitch, bring up a loop, and finish your double crochet like normal. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and you have that crossed stitch look. So continue this down the line. You're skipping the next stitch, and in the next 3 single crochet from row 1, go ahead and double crochet. So skipping this stitch, going into this one, and then going back to that skip stitch with a double crochet. So yarning over and bringing it down around the front and into that stitch, bringing up a loop and finishing your double crochet like you normally would. So continue that until the end of your row and meet me back at the end, and I'll show you how to finish row 2 and move on to row 3. So we're at the end of row 2 and we have one lonely little single crochet at the end of this row after our last set of 3 doubles and a crossed double crochet. So the how we end row 2 is we're going to just double crochet right into that very last lonely stitch. Oops. And that is how you end row 2. So from here we're going to chain 1, and we're going to skip this first double crochet and single crochet into each of the rest of the double crochets that we have here. So go ahead and single crochet down row 3 and meet me at the end, and I'll show you how to move on to row 4. Okay, so row 3 is completed. We did single crochet along each of the double crochets, including the chain 3 that we started with in row 2. We just single crocheted into that last stitch. To move on to row 4, you would basically just repeat row 2. So we're going to chain 3, turn our work, and then we're doing the same thing with the 3 double crochets and the 1 crossed. So we're skipping this one, we're skipping this one, and we're going right into those next 3 stitches with a double crochet. And then back into that skip stitch here, we're going to yarn over, bring it across the front of those 3 double crochets, yarn over and bring up a loop. Make sure it's about the same height as the double crochets to not make it too tight. And then finish like you normally would. So you're going to continue this down the line for row 4, and skipping that next and double crocheting into the next 3. And that is pretty much it. So from here on out, it's that 2-row repeat. So you'll have the next row, row 5, would be just the single crochets across the row, and then you would complete this process again by doing the 3 double crochet, skipping 3 double crochets, and then the cross double crochet in the skip stitch. And that's pretty much it. It's a very simple stitch, but a very pretty stitch that could be used for many, many projects. It kind of looks the same on both sides. So it's a great versatile stitch. I'd love to hear how you use the stitch. Thank you for joining me today for this tutorial. And again, if you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel. And if you want to stay updated, sign up for my newsletter at tuxedobirdcreations.com. Happy hooking!